Pricing looks simple at first. You choose a number, publish it, and wait for sales. But in reality, pricing is one of the hardest ongoing decisions in any store. Customers react differently. Costs change, demand shifts. Some products are seasonal, some sell better at a higher price, while others need a lower price to stay stable. And when you manage tens, hundreds, or thousands of products, finding the optimal price manually becomes almost impossible. That is why PriceCraft Graph exists. PriceCraft Graph is built on years of research and development in mathematical price optimization. It is designed to be one of the most advanced product pricing models available, built to support real pricing decisions from real product behavior, not guesswork, fixed margins, or blind discounting. PriceCraft Graph uses a mathematical pricing model to study how your products actually performed at different prices in the past. It looks at the relationship between price, sales activity, revenue, cost, profit behavior, and product stability. Then it recommends the next price that makes the most business sense. This is important. PriceCraft Graph is not a discount machine. It does not simply push prices down or chase one short-term profit result. One good result can be misleading. A price may work once, but still be unstable for your store. The model searches for price zones where a product can deliver stronger, more repeatable business results over time. PriceCraft Graph is not a hidden black box. You can visually check the graph, see the historical price areas, compare the scores, and understand why the model recommends the next price. The complex calculation happens in the background. The result is shown in a clear, human-readable way, so you can make pricing decisions with better insight. PriceCraft Graph works from your store's own sales data, the date and time of each sale, the quantity sold, and the price at which the product was sold. We do not compare your prices with competitors or external sources. The model does not guess from theory alone. It learns from what actually happened in your store, because customer reactions are reflected in the sales data. For the model to recommend a price, the product needs at least one sale. Your store data is encrypted, used only to create the pricing insights, and removed after the analysis is complete. Product cost is one of the most important inputs for accurate pricing. If the app knows your real cost, it understands whether a price makes business sense, not just revenue sense. We strongly recommend setting the cost for your most important products first. For your top 20 products, this usually takes only a few minutes, but it can make a big difference in recommendation accuracy. If no cost is set, the model uses a conservative estimate, 80% of the lowest selling price found in the product's sales data. This keeps the system usable, but real cost values give the best results. After installation, the app opens inside your Shopify admin and starts analyzing your product data. This can take several minutes, especially if your store has many products. You can continue with your daily work and come back later to check the graphs and recommendations. You may need to reload the page to display the latest data. Pricing is not a one-time decision. The model needs fresh sales reactions to improve its recommendations, but it also needs enough time to collect meaningful data. Based on our research, the most important products should be reviewed at least monthly. Weekly reviews work well for top performers. More often than weekly is usually not recommended because the model needs time to observe how customers react. The app shows the last successful update and the next scheduled run, so you always know when fresh recommendations arrive. Click into the search field and select a product to open its pricing overview. Not every product has the same importance for your store. PriceCraft Graph shows this with a star rating. Higher stars mean the product has had a larger impact on your shop. Start with these products first, because getting their price right can have the biggest effect on store stability. Lower star products indicate weaker performers. For these, you can try the recommended price and see if the product improves, or decide to replace it with something better. Now let's look at a real example. With PriceCraft Graph, you can look at any product and understand its pricing behavior in less than a minute. This is classic sunglasses, a 5-star product, which means it is important for store stability. On the horizontal axis, you see historical selling prices. On the vertical axis, you see the relative profit score in percent. Each blue bar represents a price where this product was actually sold. A higher bar means stronger and more stable profit results. A lower bar means weaker or less stable results. The orange line is the future estimate curve. Where it is higher, the model sees a more promising price zone. The green vertical bar shows the model's next recommended selling price. The recommended price is not always the highest historical bar. The model balances what it already knows with what it still needs to learn, so it can avoid getting stuck in one local optimum. It learns from each new sale and improves the next recommendation. You can also interact with the graph. When you hover over the blue bars, the historical result box updates and shows the exact score and price for that past selling price. When you move across the graph, the future estimate value also changes. This lets you read the estimated value at different price points on the orange curve. The graph is not only a visual chart, it is an interactive pricing overview that helps you understand the historical result, the future estimate, and the recommended next price before you make your pricing decision. On the product overview page, you can see two important input fields, cost and price. The cost field lets you set the real cost of the product. The price field lets you choose the selling price you want to save for the product. If you want to use the model's recommendation directly, click Apply Recommended Price. The app will instantly set the recommended price for the product. You can also adjust the price manually before saving. For example, if the recommended price is $27.50, but you prefer prices ending in 9, you can choose $27.49 instead. The model gives you the recommendation, but the final pricing decision remains yours. After choosing the price, click Save to save the new price for the product. After the next sales come in, the model has more data, and the next recommendation can become even better. Review, choose, sell, improve. This is the continuous pricing cycle. PriceCraft Graph helps you move from manual pricing to continuous data-driven price optimization. It shows what worked, highlights important products, recommends the next price, and helps you make better pricing decisions with more confidence. Instead of guessing, you can price with insight. PriceCraft Graph, your pricing analyst.